never slow up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love.
The track, and he's taken the advantage away from Brian Uriarte. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? It's Carl.
Through turn 5 in towards turn 6. Veda tries to go round the inside, but no, Rico had to, but that's not slowing him down here today.
And long lap penalty for 57 Zani for exceeding track limits. Superb on the list. Patama's up there into second place.
Wow, what a drive that was! Brings it out, rails the turn, and he's on the tail of Quiles once again.
And something that's really different, it is Peroni that leads. He really enjoyed the race yesterday. He said it was great fun. He said it all just got...
Uriarte just cuts the inside line, overtakes Pratama through the middle of the corner. It starts...
So far, I haven't seen the guys go on the green. That was a mess completely for half the field early in the race. More and more crazy towards the end of the race. I really had a great time, and he said, I'm just going to play
for 2A and 2B.
Yeah, it is hard on the brakes. It was very ragged last time and yesterday.
I mean, thank goodness, otherwise I think Danny Rabaus would be getting a wet fish from a local market slapping him with it if they continue.
Try and do the same thing again, but maybe make a better job of it at the end of the race, he said. And that, of course, with 6. So let's hope they keep it all together.
So close! Oh my goodness!
Carpe was a superb driver.
That today.
Yeah, a very different race indeed. Superb. And it is still Brian Uriarte. Mexico is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest advantage over the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. Out ahead of Brian Uriarte. The 28 of Quiles in third place, ahead of Veda Pratama. Then he's under pressure from the 83 of Alvaro Carpe.
Oh, he's so close to his rear wheel, Peter. Goodness me.
And Quiles back there in third place.
Yeah, Quiles been a bit quiet the last few laps, hasn't he? Just sort of...
Peroni.
Brian's gone down. The front end bobbled and it went away from him. That's Uriarte out. You never see. Yeah. Millimetre perfect almost.
And you know, I said these guys are clever enough,
not doing anything too rash and just sitting there in third, seeing the state of players. See him make a mistake like that normally, but that's given a few bite lengths to Carpe. It's Quiles
to know what they're doing, and they're showing it now. An absolutely superb display from all three of them.
We see Pini once again went even faster, 144.3 last time around. Second place, Peroni in third. Is that it and done, Peter?
Well, as you say, Brian, never mind.
Over the line we come then, neck and neck. Carpe moves back into the lead, but not for long. Uriarte just let so. Plenty of pace left for all these guys, I would say.
Yeah, and Uriarte, who made that mistake, drifted wide. He's now seen some mistake. Well, there, like that, but he did. And Carpe now has the advantage. He's got it superb. I wonder if he knows.
It's the brakes off. The others are catching them then. The fastest lap of the race was the 145.5. This is significant.
A little bit stuck back in sixth place. Okay, there's still 5.5 laps remaining, but he's more or less back. How much of an advantage he has? He just has to keep it perfectly together now for the last half a lap.
He might have just significantly slower than we were at this point yesterday, Peter.
Yeah, well, the track temperature is way down. I don't know if that's what's making the difference, but of course, very was in the race yesterday, not being able to perhaps run those own lines that long gearing requires.
Gifted a massive advantage to Alvaro Carpe, who still retains the lead. It might be too much for anyone.
Very different track temperature, a different time of day, different weather completely.
Riders were able to go 1.3 seconds. Sort of wonder with 6 laps to go, are they just sort of taking it easy on the tyres? You see Quiles just running such high. Else to chase him. Here's the chasing pack then. You've got Ruche Moodley leading them through there. Faster in the race yesterday. That was Maximo Quiles on an absolute mission at 144.2. You can see the corner speed through there then, but yeah, it's we're going to see the Guido Pini, my mistake, but let's pay attention back to the front. Final sector time, Peter.
Yes, and it's
difference with that 145.5.
And Quiles is getting back on terms with that leading trio. He's dragged.
Real tone change in a couple of laps' time. They cross the finish line now. 5 laps to go. I think next time they come around.
Quiles in second place, ahead of Peroni and the 54 of Veda Pratama. Surely it's going to be sorted out between Rico Salmela with him, and soon it'll be a whole bunch of about 10 or 15 guys battling for the lead again.
It's going to all go off.
Yeah, and that group now, they've re-established a bit of an advantage over these 4, and they've really got to do something about Alvaro Carpe. He's only got 2 corners to hold it together. He's brilliant.
Kevin Farkas has gone down. That's a shame for technically the local rider, the Hungarian. Plenty of support for him.
The chasing pack.
Uriarte back on the case. Fourth position.
Get through these two corners.
Surely it's too far. It's too far. Kilos though. Wow, sides across Peroni. This is it. Carping this weekend. He had a great result yesterday. That's a shame.
Yeah, best result. He was at 11th. Best result of his season.
For him, Kilos moved up into second place, but it's still Carpe out front. He's very, very good at this, leading races, isn't he? He's done it. He's wrapped up the win, but who's going to get second place?
It's a double for Carpe, but it's Max Shears who's going to take it. And yesterday, shame to see him in the gravel this morning. Right, still with
generally
he is, and I mean, you know, he did this last year. He led so much. Second place. Who's going to be third? Veda Pratama on the podium.
Veda, he gets it. His first podium.
Brian Uriarte, but he's got Carpe, Peroni, and now Kiers on of race one. Led so much of race two and got a first and a second. He knows how to lead races, particularly here.
That just gave him as much time as we see a bizarre replay going on there.
And they've dropped the others by a bit. Kiers and Salmela, very, very happy doing it.
Pini looking up the inside of Pratama. There he goes. This is technically the race winning overtake. Out the final corner, just driving it all the way towards turn one.
So it's a leading five now.
Rocher Moodley has a couple as a choice. He's into sixth position now as the Italian, as we see Peroni go over track limits on the end.
Yeah, he was superb. When Carpe was brilliant. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the first double of our season.
Track limits warning, and I say I'm keeping an eye on Morelli, the 95. I mean, 14th is not what you'd expect from him. His exit of turn 3. Keep an eye on Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr. and Giulio Pugliese off the back there.
Isn't it? What a time to do it. It's a crucial point in the championship.
I'm clearly not feeling in the groove today.
But it's funny, that's been his season, hasn't it? You know, great.
Ready to pick up any pieces that may fall in their favour.
They're a second and a half behind. And
I'm going to refer you back to a conversation. This is what happened with Uriarte.
Oh yeah, it just, you know, it all went race, not so great race. It's really quite strange. But it still is the 51 of Brian Uriarte who has the advantage. That could change.
What was their pace last time around? 1:45.0. So they were a couple of tenths quicker, actually, than your leaders.
Wrong on the brakes, didn't he? Sort of bobbled in, and he still obviously had to tip it in, but by then he was in big trouble. And the front just the pack that's chasing to try and get back on terms with them.
Christian Daniel Jr. had a big moment coming out of turn 9, so they could well be catching them up come the end of this one.
Okay, they got a second and a half to tucked.
If you look at Carpe's results at the start of the season, he got a win in the second race in Jerez. He had a podium in France.
So
he's still there.
Good. A quick up, and certainly Rocher's got his head down.
But he had a couple of races in the start of the season which were a little bit subdued by...
That's the line again. It's a slipstreaming battle there. The 83 of Alvaro Carpe pulls out of Brian Uriarte.
Pini versus Pratama. I mean, whatever Pini does this weekend, he's got his rookie season off to his standards. I did tell Christian Daniel Jr. and Rico Salmela that come the second half of the season, he's going
to slipstream but can't go past on the brakes.
Rico is with him then. Very solid start, hasn't he, ultimately.
And Kiers now up into second place, pressing Carpe.
Going to turn the wick up and bag as many wins as they can. They went, really? I said, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. That is what he's done.